What's going on YouTube? DarkWorldMOFO here, and I have a very special guest on my channel today. We have in front of me Absence of Light, and I'm going to be asking him a few questions about Dark Worlds. But before I get into it, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, man?
I'm absolutely light. I've been playing Dark World since a couple months after it came out. I think in January it came out. And I've always liked the deck. Its B6 and its speed. Grappa, just 3,000. I always like that. And so,
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely. Well, that's awesome. I did the same exact thing. I got three structure decks as soon as they came out, and I fell in love with the deck as well. So I have a few questions. How long did it take you to, I guess you could say, perfect the build that you've been playing with recently? How long did it take you to kind of put it together and build it to where you liked it and to where you think it could compete against this current meta?
Well, I had to change it from last format. Last format, more virus control, and had more windups and lower amount of paramount. So I had to make it for this format. So it took about, I'll say, 2 months for this format
That's cool.
to perfectly get it
Definitely.
working.
Right, for sure. Well, that's awesome. All right, let me ask you this. What do you think's a tougher matchup, Prophecies or Dragons?
Well, if dragons don't have Eradicated or Light Dragon, then they're pretty easy to me. It doesn't have a bad hand. Probably
Definitely.
it's always a hard matchup. I
Yeah,
don't think Eradicated version.
it's very hard for Dragons to get over triple Graph and a Malefic Stardust.
Yeah.
All right, what do you think about Dark Worlds after Judgment of Light, and what do you think of them around the Nationals time? Do you think they're still going to be able to do some things and maybe top Nationals, or do you think they'll have some success in the future?
Well, they could if more people start trying it out. I know a lot of players just don't like Dark Worlds at all.
Right.
If more people start trying it out and like have better size and stuff, they can actually compete very well. Because they have a lot of animated content like Skill Drain, Rivalry, Warlords, those in match, Eradicator,
Right.
and the work better format.
Would you consider Dark Worlds anti-meta or meta?
I think it's pretty much anti-meta because not many people will run it, and it's all the animated cards it has.
Yeah, definitely. So why did you choose to play the one Skill Drain and the one Vanity's Fiend? What matchups did you like those in, and what matchups don't you like those in?
Well, I actually changed them around, but I use Skill Drain for Evo Swarms and E-Dragons and Prophecy, and I use Vanities for, well, I guess just Prophecy and Evo Swarms a little bit, but mostly just E-Dragons. But I usually switch it out, like I might have two Skill Drains, one duel, or two Vanities, one duel, or one. It changes.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, you said that you weren't playing those anymore. What new techs are you trying out in Dark Worlds, and what new techs would you like to try out in the future?
Rivalry and Warlords, I'm trying that out. Those are match. I've tested Silva a couple of times. It actually didn't work out pretty well. But really, it's more skill drains because skill drain hits everything that's meta.
Yeah, definitely. Especially yeah. It definitely hits a lot of the stuff like the bigger problem cards, definitely. So, besides that, what are your accomplishments in the game if you have any, and how long have you been playing the game?
I've been playing the game for, I think, 1.5 years. Well, again, I played when I was real little, but I stopped.
Right. So same
And
here.
then I joined again. I've been playing for 1.5 years now. And what was the other question again?
It was do you have any regional top or regional top eights or anything
Uh,
like that?
I topped the 1K, but $1,000 event when it paid out $1,000 total.
Oh, okay,
I
nice.
topped 8 that event, and I topped the regional, I think, sometime last year.
Was that all with Dark Rules?
No, the 1K was with Dark World, but the regional was with Chamber.
Okay, and pretty recently you were at a regional and you were doing very well, but then something terrible happened and you ended up getting your deck stolen. What happened? How did that happen?
Well, I was performing a trade with someone else, and my bag was around my arm. Then and he didn't. I know he didn't do it because I had my eye on him. But someone behind me, like, opened the bag, reached into it, and grabbed my deck and walked out. The
That
only thing that was strange was my bag was open. I didn't realize my deck was still until like 10 minutes later when I had to do a duel.
right. Well, that's terrible. Well, I guess that's it. I don't have too many questions. I know YouTube's gonna have some questions, so maybe we can do another Skype talk soon because I know YouTube would love to ask you some questions about Dark Worlds and your thoughts on them. But for right now, thank you so much for this interview. I'm sure we're gonna have more of you on my channel because a lot of people like you.
Alright.
Do you have anything else you want to say before we go?
Nothing.
All right, cool, man. Well, thank you so much. YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. DarkWorldMOFO out. Peace, guys.